A bit moody, a touch of minimalism, their flagships feel like industrial lofts repurposed, or at least the essence of it. Save for a handful like their converted matcha store in Kyoto that I desperately want to visit, many of their stores are pretty uniform in nature. Their branding game is so strong when you see their stores, bottles, bags. You just know it's a Labo, and this je ne sais quoi carries on in their perfumes. Personally, I feel like there's a Labo scent for everyone, and while not everyone can afford to have it as their signature scent, if you ever have a chance, it's definitely something worth trying out. Now without further ado, here are my top 4 in no particular order. Citron 28. It's a citrus blossom, but emphasis on the blossom part. I would like to say this is very close to how jasmine tea leaves smell like when you open up the container of dried leaves, but with an aesthetic slice of lemon, of course. It's a spring-summer day scent. Think of it as a white sundress picnicking in the lawn before it gets too hot scent. Amber 9. Sweet, airy, like a cloud, but with that drop of what makes dried fruit so sweet and gummy, if you get what I mean. I admit this is a bit of a 50-50 for me because sometimes you don't smell at all, and that's such a waste, isn't it? But the times that you do, or the times that the people around you smell it on you, it's a lovely, soft, like laying on clouds, daydreaming kind of scent. It's one of the more intimate musks in the collection, and for the price, it is definitely something you should sample first, and you should never blind buy. Musk 25. It's clean, cool, so put together. I want to be her when I grow up, and I mean that in a Libra way. The short and skinny of it all is it's a mostly musk scent, like the name says, but it's slightly sweet, slightly floral lily of the valley that blends so well, leaving something that smells like how a petal feels on skin, if you get what I mean. This was my Glossier U before Glossier U was a thing, and that's no surprise because it came from the same nose that made Glossier U. So if you want Glossier U's wealthier, cooler older sister, this is it. And Gaiac 10. It's dry, smoky wood is the best way I could explain it. You know when you burn some incense or blow out a candle and then you see the smoke puff in the air? That's the kind of softness to this that comes from the musk backing. It's soft and quite clean, like running your fingers down a finely sanded piece of wood. And like other perfumes on this list, the simplicity of it is what makes it so charming to me. Now, you will notice that my list is geared more to the clean scents, and that's mostly because I believe that Le Labo does this scent very well. Their most popular scents at the moment, Santal, Another, and Te Matcha, are just proof of that. And I'd like to think that there is a sort of flowchart situation for the fragrances. For instance, start with skin scent. So you start with Ambrette, but Ambrette's too sweet or light, so you move on to Another. But Another's too woody to ambery for you, so then you move to Musk, and musk is, musk. So then you move to Te Noir, and Te Noir just leads on to the woods. And really, you could do the whole chart situation and start with citruses because they do have a handful of citrus scents that can also lead to the woods or to florals depending on your persuasion. And yes, they do have more slightly complex scents, or at least scents that pack quite a strong first punch, but a good number are quite singular in nature, especially to most people. So I'll leave you with this. Think of the Labo fragrances as expensive base perfumes or perfume enhancers, especially the city exclusives, because the city exclusives will always be a lot more expensive than the base collection. And remember, always sample, especially when in doubt.